The Devil. Alright, so the underlying energy, guys, is the Page of Swords. So for a lot of you guys, there may be some need to communicate with your partner. Or this could be about some information that you gain on your partner. Okay? So, in regards to the Page of Swords, so some of you guys, this could be sneaky energy. We really feel like this is blunt truth. Somebody said something. There's a blunt truth that's come out, or something that someone said. I feel like this is about communication all in itself. Death is underneath there, so it's about releasing some old disappointment, something that's holding space in your life that's keeping you from being able to prosper, that needs to be released. And I feel like it has been released, and now it's about communicating what that, communication is what's kind of honestly standing in the way. Kind of makes sense because there is no swords cards here. Okay, hardly one. There's hardly any, and there's one right there. So let's just kind of get into this. You guys have the Ten of Wands is in your current state of being. So the Ten of Wands is indicating here there's a burden, there's a lot going on, there's a lot on your plate. You guys are really, really tired, and you guys are really wanting to just put these wands down. However, there's a lot of pride that you guys have in the wands that you're carrying. And I don't feel like you're necessarily just going to drop them and keep moving. I feel like, honestly, you're going to go ahead and carry them through to the end. But there is still a burden here. And I feel like it's still a lot on you guys, okay? And where you guys want to be, you guys want the worst to just be over at this point. I feel like you guys are tired of kind of constantly carrying the weight of something, and you want it to just be over, you want it to just be done, and you're ready to just kind of move on and make steps to recover from the situation. Because honestly, I think it's just so much on your plate, you're ready to just kind of toss it. Now, the reason why you're not able to end the situation, potentially, it's really weird. It could be that you have somebody somebody that you love, or somebody that you feel that's worth value, or someone that you've committed to. This is honestly your card here. So this is Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. But I'm really getting the sense that this is about the partner, right? And this is you're just so committed to this individual that you don't want, you're not ready to give up yet. You're not ready to end it. And I don't think that this whole situation is going to stop until there is some sort of resolution with this individual. Not in a bad way. I feel like I don't think you guys are going to break up, but I feel like you guys are exhausted in regards to dealing with this individual who is focusing a lot on money. That's very practical. They don't really spend a lot of time with you, potentially, because they're so focused on getting the finances or practical thinking. And they're not really seeing that the connection needs more than just financial stability. There's also emotional stability there as well. But I feel like this person is at a great distance as well, considering that the Queen of Wands is here and the King of Pentacles is there. So there's visible distance. But for some of you also, this could be emotional distance in itself, because what's in the middle is the High Priestess, which is like that's secrets and nothing being said and going again. There's something missing here, and I feel like it has a lot to do with emotional connection. It's very interesting that this all happens, and the reason why the Hermit comes up, right, is because like you guys have all the cards in here. So you have Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, Capricorn again. All right, I think this is Pisces, but you guys, you have all of this. You have literally all of the earth signs in this reading. So the reason why the King of Pentacles is standing in your way of completing the cycle and just calling it a day, just ending it, getting the worst over it and letting it be done, is because of the Hermit. Somebody is retreating and someone's retracting, or there's some sort of withdrawal energy coming from the King of Pentacles. Somebody's not really looking to face the situation. They're looking for answers within themselves, potentially. Somebody has retreated at this time to look within. I just feel like someone is not present. That's what that tells me. Somebody is not present in the moment. They're taking time to look within themselves at this time. So there's some sort of retrospect. This could be you guys, right? This could be that you guys have taken some time to look within yourselves. Potentially the reason why something hasn't ended yet is because there's still something here that you're loyal to, and you have to look into why you're so loyal to it. What can you tell us about the Hermit? And the Hermit is coming up with the World again. This could be talking about a distance, actual physical distance around the world here. This could be someone that's across the Atlantic for some of you. But they're, you know, across the other side of the world. But ultimately, I feel like there's something that's not there's something that's completed itself, and you're having to kind of go down the journey or find the answers necessary to begin something new. I feel like there's something that's ended. Wow, great change here though, and it's supposed to be rewarding. Now, with your advice, you guys have the High Priestess. With this situation coming up with looking within yourself, and, you know, you're kind of honestly like the person that hasn't ended the situation yet. You're kind of standing in your own way, unfortunately. What it looks like, you're going to have to go on intuition and follow your instincts, okay? Not keep secrets, not, you know, hold things back. There may be things that you may want to observe the situation, or kind of withdraw a little bit from, you know, kind of watch and observe your partner to kind of see how they are, because the Queen of the High Priestess, she doesn't say much of anything. She doesn't, you know, she just keeps a lot of secrets. But I'm not saying keep secrets. I feel like it's what it's trying to say is watch your partner, see how they are, and I really feel like you'll be able to gain something, sort of insight from that. Okay. But the High Priestess could also indicate that you may need to listen to your heart right now, follow your intuition. Wherever your heart leads is the way you may want to follow. Your feelings, the Queen of Pentacles. You're very loyal and you're very grounded, and you feel grounded with this individual. You have the Queen of Pentacles here. This could be a Capricorn, Virgo, or another Taurus. Or they don't have to even be that sign at all. They could be another sign altogether. They could be a fire sign, for instance. But I do get this feeling that you feel very committed to them, and you're not ready to give up, because you do see something with this individual. They are your partner. You are their partner, and you feel very grounded with this individual. You love them very deeply. You see a value in them that is unexplainable. I feel like you guys work together. You guys come up as the same suit, and potentially that you guys may feel the same way about how you guys are in your relationships. However, you guys are doing the same thing as well. You may be focusing a lot on the practical stuff, just like your partner. You guys maybe end up doing the same thing, and you may not realize it. And the way that you guys express love could be that you guys want to provide support to one another, and the way you do that is by going into work, and you guys feel like you're not spending a lot of time together, and that could get a little bit frustrating in itself. So there could be some things going on, but this is kind of like the circle of life here. Like this is a cycle. Like if your partner's doing it, you're doing it. If your partner's doing it, you're doing it at the same time. And you don't mean to. That's not the thing. It's like you don't mean to. It's how do you guys get together and become one and see eye to eye? It's communication is necessary. The Page of Swords. Time to talk about it. Time to say what's going on. All right. And honestly, uncovering the secrets with the High Priestess, I feel. Go ahead and say what you feel. Say how you're feeling, but also observe your partner, watch your partner, really listen to them, and also to receive information from spirit and allow your intuition to take out, to guide you. Allow your instincts to help you at this time. I do feel like though you're hoping that the situation that you're in is worth the time and effort that you're putting in, because I feel like you guys have been working at this relationship for quite a long time. It's a long time coming, and you have yet to see fruits of your labor, and it's so frustrating when this comes up. I can tell, I can feel it, I can understand that when you've been working so hard in a relationship and you're not getting the support that you need, or you're not feeling emotionally involved with this individual. Like you don't feel that emotion is even. You don't feel like that emotion is there. So, because there's no Cups cards here, so, and there's nothing emotionally going on here. It's just the High Priestess that's coming up, and that's the only emotional thing that you got. So, I do get this feeling that you may feel like you're constantly working, you're constantly this, and it's a burden now because you don't have a lot of emotional stuff going on. There's a lot of you feeling alone, because because this individual is focusing on the practical stuff, but you're too, it looks like. You're focusing on the practical, so you have to shift your focus onto what you want. Be who you want to be in your relationship. Or be who you want to be with in your relationship. And I feel like that's what it's trying to say. Because there's some things that are going on that are very similar between the both of you. Again, it's not like you mean to, but you guys both feel isolated. The Hermit here, you guys are not feeling connected. You guys are one, and you guys are seen as a couple, which is beautiful. It's excellent. However, You guys both feel isolated because you guys are both focusing on the practical stuff. You guys are both trying to get to a place where you guys can be grounded together, and it's troublesome. It's really troublesome because it's keeping you guys apart emotionally. Because you guys are together and committed to each other, perfect, but emotionally. Now, in your outcome, you have the devil. So this is talking about old habits, old ways of doing something that may not actually benefit you. And it's also feeling trapped in a situation or a relationship, or even feeling as though your relationship is even toxic and you don't have a way out. Now, this is a reminder of, for you guys, pretty much saying that when the devil comes up, it's not that the situation is binding. You actually have all the freedom in the world. You can get out of your situation. You can do something in your situation that breaks that chain, okay? You have a lot of power in your relationships, no matter what. So when the devil comes up, I feel like that's the opportunity to find your power. When it looks grim and it doesn't look like your situation, it doesn't look like your situation is gonna lift up or brighten up or anything. It's because you have to do something that's authentic to you, and it's within your integrity. It's within your boundaries. Okay, so it's about building boundaries and building certain structures for yourself and your relationship to build to work together in regards to the emotional stuff. So I don't see any cups cards in here that reflect any sort of emotion. It's because everything is dealing with practical, passion, and honestly, possibly communication and moral standards. So it's all about boundaries that you feel like you need emotionally for yourself, so that way you guys can work together in harmony. All right, so I'm going to put you guys your wisdom of the oracle, okay? Okay, guys, your wisdom of the oracle for this week is a leg up. Wow, so it's asking for help. That's the thing. It's maybe time to ask for help. You don't have to do everything by yourself, especially if you're trying to build a place of stability for you and your partner. You definitely don't want to do that by yourself. And on top of that, guys, if this is about emotional, connection and feeling emotionally stable, I feel like, you kind of can't do that on your own, right? You have to work with your partner on this. And it's going to take communication. It's going to take some effort on your part to reach out and say you need some help. And that's okay. That's absolutely okay. All right, let's look at your whispers of love for this week as well. Alright, you guys have slow down. When you are excited, you get ahead of yourself. Take some time to allow things to unfold. So there is a need for you guys to just be too. I think that's why there is this need to communicate as well. Communication is important. What the truth is, right? And I feel like, honestly, guys, if you guys take your time, honestly slow down and meaning no more checking on big projects that keep you guys separate and not really, talking to each other. Maybe slowing down and being together, right? Slowing down, asking each other for help, being with each other, and really being open to each other. And I think it's just that you guys are both busy career-wise, working on things, making money, doing things like that in the practical sense. And there's nothing wrong with that. But you guys have a relationship here that still needs to be maintained, and the way to maintain that, and I want to see some cups cards come up in the next reading, okay? And the best way to do that is to be open, is to communicate, is to talk to each other, and it's to say what you need and say what you feel. Okay? I don't think this relationship is toxic whatsoever. I just feel like there may be some habits in the relationship that may hinder its growth in the right direction.